Good evening. I'm Fendus, the frenzied sugar addict, and I haven't been doing so well lately, and by lately I mean today, because I have a cold, runny nose, a weird feeling in my throat, so I have to get tested for coronavirus. But I guess coronavirus is nothing to worry about. I just got that my nose got weird today in the afternoon. Like, we were going somewhere for school. Like in school today, like we went somewhere. On a little trip, you could say. And on the way home, my nose acted up. And the days before today, like Monday and Sunday and like maybe Saturday, I've had a slight sore throat, like just a little bit. And I sure am uncomfortable when I have a cold. Hasn't it been like a year since my last cold? I think. I don't know, that's just how I remember it. Maybe I'm completely wrong. It feels like it's been a year. I think it's been a year. So one thing I was going to mention in the previous video, which I forgot, was that, so 2 nights ago from this point, that is, meaning the night, between Sunday and Monday, that is, 2 nights ago. Right now it's Tuesday night, or like, it's Tuesday evening, like it's Tuesday evening. You can see the time right there. It's 20:08 o'clock. So 2 nights ago, I was up late. I was writing my Yuri blog post, and I noticed that my neighbors were awake at 2 o'clock, and it surprised me. Like, why are my neighbors awake at 2 o'clock? Are they night owls? My neighbors are awake at 2 o'clock, and when I'm awake at 2 o'clock, my parents come upstairs and nag at me to go to sleep. Man, oh man. I fucking hate having a cold. This sucks so bad. How can I deal with this? Ugh. Damn it. I blow my nose so much, like it's rough, and so like your outer nostrils hurt. I guess it's mostly my left one. Like it gets irritated and ugh. Oh, God. Okay, so yesterday really sucked too. I wrote a Tumblr post about this. I use my Tumblr a lot. I don't link my Tumblr on my YouTube channel because, like, I guess it's kind of not something I'd want my parents to see, but I guess it's alright. I guess there's nothing bad on my Tumblr. I guess it's alright. I guess there's nothing that I'm ashamed of, really, on my Tumblr. So maybe I should link it from my channel if I even have room for any more links. How many links? How much room do I have? How many links can you add? I have 5 right now. Oh, I can only have 6. No, wait. Hold on. No, you can have more than 6. How many can you have? Jesus Christ. It's like infinite. Is this real? There's no way. It's gonna fuck up somehow. How's this real? This can't be real. Dude. How many links can you have? What the fuck? Dude, it just never runs out. How many links? Ah, 14. 14 links. That's a lot. That's a lot of links. 14. Wow. 14. So maybe I should put my Tumblr link. I only have 5 links right now. Is there anything else I should link? Maybe on my Twitter. Nah. I don't know. I'm not coughing very much right now. I was coughing earlier. It's weird. Like I have a weird feeling in my throat. Like it's not really like a cough. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. I am proud of my Tumblr page. I have fun stuff on my Tumblr page. It's really cool. But I don't know. I guess no one cares really about what I post on Tumblr. No, I guess that's okay. I have fun stuff on my Tumblr page here. This is fun. I love this. Yeah. Man, I love my Tumblr page so much. It really represents me as a person. Like, yeah, this is great. This is great. This is really great. Yeah. This sure is tremendous. I mean, like, anyone who really cared, I guess, could just, you know... I don't know. What bullshit. I'm on Tumblr here. I don't follow anyone on Tumblr. Absolutely no one. But, you know, Tumblr shows me random posts. Here's a screenshot from Spirited Away. I was actually looking at Spirited Away yesterday. Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi, as I would call it, because I'm a weeaboo. And I was, like, reading a negative review. I rate that film 3 out of 10. Okay, but here's the screenshot. Once you've met someone, you never really forget them. Now, that's bullshit. There are tons of people I've met whom I've forgotten, I'm sure. What bullshit? Obviously, like, some people, of course, you're not going to be able to forget. Obviously. Someone here commented, what really sucks is the ones you really want to forget, you can't. That's right. That's what I'm talking about in these videos. How I can't let go of her. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, so, okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. I mean, I remember now. It's just that I got sidetracked is all. So, yeah, I remember. I just got sidetracked. I said the same thing twice. Trying to emphasize that I misspoke. So, what happened? Okay. So, on the night before Monday, I was up, writing my Yuri Yuri blog post, and I finished it. I published it. Tremendous post. Masterpiece. Okay, so then I slept like 4 hours. 4 or so hours. Yeah, I slept like 4.5 hours or so. And and then I went to school. I didn't sleep in school. I haven't slept in school ever. I should. No, I shouldn't, but yeah, so the point is anyway that I didn't sleep during the day. So Monday evening so this Monday evening is yesterday. Monday evening. I was trying to sleep. I went to sleep. I went to bed. Tried to go to sleep at 21:30 o'clock. 90 minutes later, I hadn't fallen asleep. I went on the computer for 2 hours. So in other words, at 23 o'clock, I went on the computer for 2 hours, and then at 1 o'clock, I tried to sleep again. And 30 minutes later, i.e. approximately 1:30, or like, it was like 1:40. 1:45 actually, o'clock, then I still hadn't fallen asleep. And that's when I wrote this blog. That's when I wrote this Tumblr post here at 2 a.m. at 2 o'clock in the night. 2 o'clock. I really want to shove this 24-hour system down everyone's throats, including my own. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's not like it's unnatural to me. It's just like, well, I did get used to saying PM and AM in English. That's how I spoke for a long time. And now I've changed it because I think this is better. What was I saying? So yeah, at 2 o'clock, I hadn't fallen asleep, and that's where I was when I wrote this post. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to spend a second day tired. I mean, I figured I would be even more tired the second day, like going 2 hours in a row on little sleep, that's just like, if you sleep that little for like several days in a row, that's gonna be really bad. Of course, this is nothing compared to people, you know, with like severe insomnia, so whatever. But I mean, I'm complaining based on my relative experiences. I didn't want to be there. Like, you know, we were going on a little bit of a school trip, you know, I don't know what to call it, like, it's an excursion, I guess you could call it. And I didn't want to be there when I'd be very tired, but I guess that would have to be. So what I did was I did this both before and after my second time trying to sleep, right? I was trying to not use social media. Not that I can even use social media that much. Like, you know how social media is it's a what would you call it? Like a slot machine? Or let's just put it this way, like you pull on a lever, i.e. I'm going on twitter.com here, and the reward is seeing like the little thingy by the bell, which means that someone has interacted with me, and that feels good. But I mean, already my use is very limited, so I barely get those notifications. I barely ever get them. My previous 2 tweets got nothing. Got no response. So I mean, I barely get any as it is, and I only follow 13 people, so there's a limited amount of like browsing I can do. So there's not much I can do. Of course, I guess Reddit is one thing, and I mean, I don't use Reddit anymore. I guess I could go on Reddit and like just infinitely browse Ask Reddit new like I used to. I've exhausted that though. I don't have any use for that anymore. Fuck that. I'm done with that. I've gained insightful things by doing that, but now it's over. I don't need any more. I don't need any more interaction from that place. I'm all good. It's weird how like the amount of time that my Reddit accounts survive is so random. Like, I'll be creating like, you know, like 100 accounts in a row that just get suspended like after a day each. Like, it takes like a day for them to get suspended, each account, like one after the other. Like, dozens in a row just get suspended after like approximately a day. But then once in a while, there'll be one account which for some reason survives a lot longer. They'll survive for like dozens of days, but then that one gets suspended eventually. And right now I'm on my like, I don't know, 4th account which has survived a long time. So my most recent Reddit account has survived for 19 days. 19. Like, holy shit. I don't know why. I don't know why this happens. Is there someone who's like... Is there some person working at Reddit who's like manually suspending my accounts? And he's just like decided to chill a while? Like, it's so weird. I don't get it. I haven't used this most recent account much. You know, I've made like 8. Like, I've submitted 4 things and commented 4 comments. That's all. If I had used it more, maybe I would have gotten suspended. Who knows? That's always the thing. Doesn't it suck that you can't just go back in time and like try things and see how it would have gone differently? It's sad that you can't do that. Sad that you can't time travel for doing experiments. There's no way of predicting how like the Reddit suspensions are gonna, like, there's no pattern. I don't get it. It's so weird. Why has this account survived for 19 days? It's so fucking weird. I think the people on the r/Ace Attorney subreddit messaged the admins about me, and maybe that's what's fueled this like hyper suspending. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know why this has happened to me, and why now I've been sheltered for 19 days. I've been unassailed for 19 days. Man, oh man. I'm looking forward to becoming 18 years old, because then I can start writing on the Flashback forum. You know, the Swedish forum, Flashback. I just thought of that because I just used the word assail. And because there's this huge Anglicism thread. I wonder if, like, and I always think about this Anglicism stuff, and I should totally make out yeah, but I always think about that, and it's possible that every one of my examples I've thought of has already been written in this thread. I haven't tried searching. You can do a search in this subject topic. I should actually do it. Oh, fuck, here it is. Yeah, so I'm definitely not the only one who's noticed. Here's one example. People who say videos instead of videor. Exactly. The English plural S, which is spreading itself like a weed. That is really annoying. I've noticed that. Why the fuck would you say videos instead of videor? Can't understand it. Fucking hell. It's whatever. It's great. This thread is absolutely amazing. I haven't read much of it, but it's great, as I'm like someone who's obsessed with language. This is like the perfect thread for me. And yet I haven't even read it. Like, I mean, it has 128 pages. So like, if I have some examples, the thing is, I can only think of one example right now, which isn't even really an example. I mean, it kind of is, but maybe some people could argue that no, that's not English, that's Latin or something. I don't know. But then again, that argument doesn't work, because I think it is an Anglicism as long as it is actually from English. It doesn't have to be pure English, of course not, because English isn't pure. No language is pure. Ridiculous. Well, maybe some, but yeah. That's not the point of Anglicisms. It's supposed to be. It's if people are using a word which is because of English influence instead of a Swedish word, then that's an Anglicism. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And I think about this stuff sometimes, and maybe I don't. But if I do come up with some things, I should write a list, and then I'll just, like, when I turn 18 years old, I publish that list on Flashback. Because I'm waiting till I turn 18, because I'm very obedient. I don't want to disturb their forums by being 17. That would just be mean. So what I'm thinking of is, I wonder if anyone has brought this up. No, none. So what I'm thinking of is that people use the word anfalla, or no, sorry, people use the word attackera instead of anfalla, which I would guess is like, that would be an Anglicism, I think, because the English word is attack. And I'm, like, sure that that's why people are using attack instead of anfalla. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense, because, I mean, both English and Swedish have gotten it from French, so I guess it doesn't really count. Yeah, but I should probably put it there. Yeah, so I don't remember if I don't know if I've thought of any unique Anglicism ideas other than this one I just said, which is probably doesn't even count. I feel like I've thought of Anglicisms, but maybe I haven't. Ugh. But of course, I probably disagree with a lot of this, because I am, after all, Americanized. So you would think, oh well, if you're so Americanized, why are you complaining about English and Swedish? I guess it's because I'm pretentious. And I like to keep things separated. Haha. Haha. This is pretty funny. This thread, I sure like this thread. I sure like this thread. sure like this thread. Why am I reading this in a YouTube video? Sniprat. Språket hittar alltid sin jämvikt. Va? Är det det som menas med det där med att grammatiken blev förenklad sedan latin? Kanske. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll stop now. This video is maybe not so... maybe I'm not so responsible. Oh god. Okay. Let's... fuck this chair. Fuck this chair. There we go. Sure, so I guess I can listen to this. Unfortunately. Oh, speaking of which, I was actually reading about the Old Testament laws today. I was reading them laws from the Bible. Okay, so I didn't really get to the point earlier when I was saying that I was trying to not use social media last night. Yeah, the thing is I was trying to read manga instead. I was reading Bokudaku ga Inaimachi. Yeah. Got through like one or two chapters. I read very slowly. Read so fucking slowly. I feel like I have to look at every detail. This is a problem I have. With a novel, you just have to, you know, look at every word. But with, like, drawings, it's like, well... how do you know that you've actually looked enough at a drawing? They aren't just like, you know, like rushing through it. It's kind of awkward. It's very awkward the way I read manga. You know, it's like you have the text boxes, of which I have to read every word, and then there's also the fucking drawings. They're kind of like in separate worlds. You can't like read both at once. Awkward. Oh, I hate this. But yeah, so like we went on an excursion in school today. Like that was short. that was only like... Yeah, that was only like 2 hours. That only took like 2 hours. I mean, traveling there and back takes a long time. Takes like 30 minutes. Or so. Yeah, takes a long time. So like all in all, you could say take like 3 hours. Yeah. But that's really short compared to the usual 6.5 that I'm in school. Of course, I mean, I'm the one who decided that I was going to be in school 6.5 hours a day. I'm in school longer than anyone else in my class. And I wonder if, like, I've made a mistake by arranging it that way. I remember PE teacher said something interesting when I was in the 9th grade, or the 10th in English. 10th grade. I remember, man, it was weird how we used to have these classes, weird classes sometimes. I think the PE teacher was talking about studying techniques for some reason. And like the PE teacher said, what's better? 5 hours of studying when, like, at the same time that you're looking at your phone, so like it's going really slowly and you're like distracted. What's better, that or studying for, say, 2 hours and then having 3 hours of guilt-free time to do whatever you want? Where you can really, like, focus on doing whatever you want, like, without having to do homework at the same time. Studying or whatever. And that's true. I mean, I don't do studying at home anymore. I do all that in school. But the principle still applies. Kind of, because I could, I guess, you know, I could go home from school, say, an hour earlier. And just, like, focus more on the classes that I have, because I feel like I don't focus much in my classes. Like, just because I'm there an hour more, or 2 hours more, you know, just because I'm there 6.5 hours a day doesn't mean that I get more done, I don't think. Maybe I do. It doesn't feel like I do. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because I'm there more, that means I get more done. That's not necessarily true. I've talked about this before. Like, maybe I'm just, like, wasting my time by being there more. If I'm not even getting more done. But whatever, I don't... This is boring. Just whatever. I think the amount of time there is fine. Of course, I'm gonna be home tomorrow because I'm fucking sick. Ugh. Ugh. I wonder if they were gonna make me do something online. They might make me have to do a bit of online school. I sure hope not. Fucking hell, man. It's like you would think, oh great, now that it's coronavirus time, if you're sick, you actually get to stay home. You don't have to be in school whilst sick, which you used to have to, pretty much. Like, teachers look down on... Well, that's not true. I guess no one really complains if you're home from school when you have a cold. But I know for a fact that most people don't stay at home when they have a cold. Most people go to school anyway, including me, or at least I used to when I was in the 9th grade. Because I did a poll of this on a Swedish forum, and 27 people said yes, that they do go to school when they have a cold, and 15 people said no. So, in other words, 63% go to school, 35% don't. And then there was like one other answer. Oh, fuck. Oh, this sucks. At the same time, though, man, oh man, does it suck to be in school with a cold. Because you're doing all this coughing, and you're just like, I don't know, like, if you do all that coughing, you're probably gonna get kicked out. Man, oh man, I've gotten, like, that pointed out by the teacher. Not that it was, like, even... this sure sucks. So what was I saying? Like, okay, so you would think that, oh, that's great. Coronavirus makes it so that I really do have permission to stay home even if I have a cold. That sure clears things up. Because people do expect you to go to school even if you have a cold. At least some people do. Most people. But if I'm gonna be getting schoolwork at home, then what the fuck? That's even worse of a deal. Then you miss the time before coronavirus. But then again, I guess it's not necessarily like a direct cause of coronavirus. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not. We were doing the online stuff. I mean, the online assets, I mean, those were there even before coronavirus, so... What if I'd stayed home sick one of those days? Would they have tried to push something onto me? I don't know what they do, because I haven't been sick. I wonder if they'll give me fucking schoolwork. I don't know. So maybe it's not a coronavirus thing, maybe it's just a... But now I'm in, like, this other schooling where they're gonna do that. So can't catch a break in that case, but, you know, I'm just assuming things right now, so whatever. Ugh. I just fucking wish I didn't have this cold. Sure, it's gonna suck. When should I go to sleep now? So, like, I was talking about sleep, and... So, I failed to fall asleep, despite having only slept, like, 4.5 hours last night. I failed. So, when should I try tonight? Maybe in an hour? I shouldn't try for long. You know, they say that you shouldn't stay in bed if you're having difficulty falling asleep. You should get up. That sounds good, like a good idea. Okay, about Bokudakugai Naimachi, I don't even know if I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure. Maybe the reason I'm having trouble reading it is because I don't enjoy it. But I do enjoy... I enjoyed Tokyo Ghoul. I mean, I don't think that's it. I think it's just that I have this fixation on, like, seeing every detail of every page, and I don't know how to solve that. You know, some people say, oh, well, that's a good thing, actually. That's how you're supposed to read comics. That's a good thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do. There's just so many chapters. Like, I've read 13 chapters out of 49 of Bokudakugai Naimachi. I mean, I'm planning to read more. I have like 3 plan-to-reads here. Once I'm done with Bokudakugai Naimachi, there's Tokyo Akazukin, which is 27 chapters. Kaze no Tani no Nausicaa, which is 59 chapters. And there's Banana Fish, which is 110 chapters. And then there's Death Note, which is 108 chapters. Yeah, Death Note is my favorite manga, even though I haven't really read it. I've read it out of order, like I've skipped to random scenes and read them. I should read it from start to finish. Oh, and then I have Tokyo Ghoul. I have like 3 physical volumes. I should reread the first 2, and then I'll read the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Because I did like Tokyo Ghoul. So, I mean, I have a fuck ton here, you know? And then there's that, you know, my novels, and I have Unarranged Marriage by Bali Rai, and then there's American Psycho, which I've been looking forward to for like years to read. I've never gotten around to it. If I were so excited, I wouldn't have gotten around to it. I don't know. Not that I have had it or anything. Now I have, literally have, like, the physical copy. Fucking hell. Ugh. Gary and Riva's birthday's coming up. Maybe I should congratulate him. It's in 2 months. Approximately. It's like November 27th. Yeah. And then there's also the birthday of my one, I guess you could call him a friend. I have like one friend, and that's it. Pretty much. I guess you can consider him a friend. I don't know. I don't know what a friend is supposed to be. I don't know what a friendship is supposed to be. I don't know. I've become terribly unsocial. And then there's, after that, there's also the birthday of another acquaintance on the internet that I've known. I don't know him so well, but I've definitely talked to him a decent amount. His birthday is coming up too. Why am I even talking about this? As if birthdays matter. I don't know, it's just I've made this list of birthdays. I have 5 birthdays right here. Birthdays of 5 people. Gary and Riva is special in that he's a celebrity, so I mean, he's kind of a celebrity, so like it's more parasocial. Whereas these other 4 people I like know on a more personal level. Ugh. God damn, I'm so sick. My throat is acting up now, too. I can feel it. This is bad. This sure sucks. Yeah. I could read Bokudakugai Naimachi after this video, I suppose. Ugh. God damn. There are plants up there. This sure sucks. What's down there? Is this here for a reason? Is this just a decoration? I think I was thinking of listening to one of my pieces of music. I don't remember which one though. Which one did I want to listen to? Also, another thing is just that, so in one of these recent videos, it was like part 41. Let me go on my channel. Yeah, I think it was part 41. Yeah, it was. The audio, the game audio is really low on part 41. And, wait a minute, no. Wait. Huh? When did I fix this? I don't remember. Okay, so at one point, the game audio was really low, and I didn't realize it until I'd uploaded it. I recorded the second video, and I forgot, or like one or two more videos or something, I don't know. I didn't realize that the game audio was still low, and I raised it in editing. And then I think I've realized what the problem is, and that is that I think when I updated OBS, it removed my setting for increasing the gain of the desktop audio. I don't know if it's called gain. Audio engineering is kind of complicated, or at least it's complicated enough that I don't feel confident in the terms. You know, there's like volume gain and something. There's volume and there's gain. Is there a third one? I can go check on my amp. Yeah, there's also master. So I don't know which one of those I'm increasing here. It's either volume or gain. I would think it's gain. That's literally what it says. It's gain. It says it right here. It's gain. It's fucking gain. Wait, but here it says volume. Okay, in one of these menus it says volume, and in the other it says gain. I mean, it's not like it's describing the same one. There are two different ones. I have to raise them by that much in order to make this work. So I have to have. So what I do is in the audio mixer of OBS here, in the advanced audio properties, I raise the desktop audio volume by 26. Now that was set to 0. And I think that's why the game audio was so low in my videos. I think that just like kind of reset itself for some reason. Maybe because I updated or something. So I had to set that back to 26. I think it was 26 before. Because 26 is the max. It's the limit. You can't go higher than that. So to go higher than that, you have to add a filter, an audio filter. So I've added gain. And it raises it by another 16. That's great. So what was I saying? I was talking about, yeah, the audio, because I was just thinking. I was thinking about one of my pieces of music before I started this video, but I don't remember which one I was thinking about. I have like 200. So which one was I thinking about? It doesn't really matter. I have a bunch of ones. A bunch of classics. Bunch of classics. Classic. What a classic. Like, I can mute the game audio, which I just did. I could go on... You can go and... I am very egotistical. I am very proud of my music. Is that too loud? I don't know. Maybe it's too loud. The mastering just really sucks on this one. You can barely hear the bass. It's way too quiet. And it's the picked bass instead of the finger bass. It sucks. This was when I was just getting started with Anvil Studio. Mastering sucks. The piece itself is pretty cool. It's a bit more creative than the ones I do nowadays, but it's out there. It sounds weird. Just like listen to these notes. They're like completely random. This piece is just very random. I like this piece. I like the jazz chords at the end there. I thought of maybe like taking that part of this song and like using it in a new one, in one of my free jazz songs. I could use that bass and that you know, those chords and make it into a new one. I think it would be cool. You know, I realized that, you know, reusing old material isn't so bad. I could do that because it's my material. I can do whatever I want with it. I can reuse my old stuff. It's cool. I did actually in one of these. I did like do 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 do. I did a jazzy thing there in one of these. I don't remember which one. But like, you heard it in this one. I was actually referencing this one. This incinerator one. Pretty much the idea behind this one was to, like, I guess make like a catchy, simple like idea, but like less simple. It's like this. It's like this attempt at doing something cool on the guitar, because like it's the electric guitar sound. I've gone for here, and I was trying to do something cool with fifth chords, and like it's like do 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 do, and then so those are chords, and then like, you know, yeah, fifth chords, and then it goes do 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 do. I was trying to do something cool, and the bass is pretty cool too. Yeah, I was more creative back then, that's for sure. So like this, just like this little leitmotif here, which is like, what is that? That's C, B flat, A flat, B flat, I think. Now, I made a huge mistake when composing the bass line for this piece. Anyway, let's just play that. Yeah, that's what it is. But what I did was I made the bass line go. So I made it go after the fifths instead of the root notes. So this is a C fifth chord. Here, it starts out with. But the bass plays the G instead of the C. And then there's a B flat fifth chord. No, wait. And it plays the F. And then there's an A flat fifth chord, and I play the E flat. So yeah, I'm not playing the root notes, but that's okay, I guess. It doesn't have to be the root notes. It's just, I mean, I wasn't doing it consciously at the time. I just thought, oh well, the bass should play the lowest note, right? But no, because that's still that's a C fifth chord, so the root is the C, not the G. Just because the G is the lowest note in like the formation of it that's being played doesn't mean that's the root note. Like, that's not gonna sound good. That's not what people go for. People play the root notes on the bass usually. It kind of sounds terrible if you play other notes. It doesn't. I mean, I'm all for playing, you know, composing terrible stuff though. I don't tend to care all that much. So using the fifths instead of the roots, that's cool, I guess. You know, that's unique. That's a bit interesting, more interesting than if I'd used the root notes. That's okay, no problem. I'm just saying that that's not something which I was even considering back then. Like, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. I wasn't intentionally going, oh yeah, this is a C fifth chord, but let's make it interesting by having the bass play the G instead of the C. Now, that wasn't what I was thinking. I was just thinking, oh well, G is the lowest pitched note here, so that's what the bass should play. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so let me go to one of my most recent pieces here. I don't remember which one. No, it wasn't this one. This is my most recent. Yeah, I think it's this one. So listen closely. So here it comes. Now. So did you hear that? Like the do 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 do. That's from Incinerator, the song we just listened to. So it's a reference. So I just did the same thing again there. I just took that low light motif from one of my old songs, reused it. Made it more rhythmically interesting since it's jazz. Made it offbeat. Okay, I should end this video here. Goodbye.